Welcome to Bible in the Park. Here we are in New York City, overlooking the Hudson River.
In Exodus chapter 5, we have Aaron emerging on the scene with his brother Moses, and they go to Pharaoh for the first time, making a bold request: let my people go and celebrate a festival in the wilderness. As to be expected, Pharaoh refuses, and in addition to the refusal, punishes the Israelites by taking away the straw, making the act of making bricks much more difficult. The people then blame Moses, and Moses in turn goes back and blames God for the suffering conditions. So if this is the beginning of the Exodus narrative, things have actually gotten off to a pretty bad start. What's the value in having this as the opening chapters in our narrative?
We like to think that stories of redemption are easy. But what the Bible is teaching us is that no, redemption is hard. The story of the Exodus from Egypt was very, very difficult. And it started off on a bad note. And it would have been very easy for the people at that point to say, you know what, it's not worth it. And Moses to say, it's not worth it. And maybe even God to say, it's not worth it. But they didn't say that. They kept going. And that's part of the miracle, the heroism of the Exodus.
So is there a psychological component to the difficulty that we can pull from the story in addition to the physical difficulty? In what way do we have kind of a human component that can be extracted from the story?
I think the human component tells us something about slaves. Slaves are literally wondering about where their next meal is coming from. They don't want any additional anxiety, tension, or trouble. And here Moses comes on the scene and creates more problems. Now they can't even get the straw. Can you imagine the way that they must have felt?